How's it going, everybody? My name is BuffCow and welcome back to Terraria Calamity mod. We're on episode 4 now, and I would like to say before we get started is I made a very big mistake and my microphone audio was not being recorded at all. So throughout this episode, you're probably going to notice that everything is voiced over. Hopefully that's not a problem. I'll do my best to make it sound just as good. But with that being said, let's hop straight into this episode. Okay! First order of business is this house. This house is full of NPCs. I'm running out of chest room. I'm running out of whatever those things in the corner are. Above my trophies, those things. Don't have a name for all of them. And my trophies. Okay? We need a trophy room. We need more chest room. We need more NPC housing. We need to make everything bigger. That's the goal of the beginning of this episode. We need to make everything bigger. Boop. Okay, house big. As you can see, I added way more chest places, a trophy room, and I added a little bit to the top of the tower for NPC housing. I don't like building. This took longer than it should have. Next order of business, beating pre-hard mode. There are only 3 bosses left to kill in pre-hard mode. That being Deerclops, the Slime Gods, and the Wall of Flesh. By process of elimination, we're going to go fight the Deerclops. He seems like the easiest dude to kill. So, let's go. Now, there are 2 ways to kill the Deerclops. You can either wait around till midnight during a snowstorm, and he might spawn. Or you can do what I did and just craft the summoner. Now, I already had all the materials to craft the summoner, but there was one thing that I needed called Flink's Fur. I didn't know where to get this, so obviously I just looked it up, and it's dropped from a little snowbird found in the cavern lair. So I obviously went to the cavern lair, and you cannot find this little bird thing. It took me forever of just running around in the same area. Maybe it would have been faster to wait till midnight, but eventually I did get enough, and I did craft the summoner. So obviously we fought the guy. We fought the Deerclops, and he was easy. I fought him before, and it seemed impossible, but this time we just clapped him. He was no challenge at all. Oh, what a letdown. So, of course, I kept killing him over and over again for all of his money, and he did not drop anything useful. I pretty much just killed him for the trophy, okay? Just to kill him to say I did. With the Deerclops defeated, I would like to fight the Slime Gods next. It really wouldn't make any sense to fight the Wall of Flesh next, because, you know, the final boss of pre-hard mode. It just would be weird, okay? You're weird if you don't fight the Wall of Flesh last. So, I'm going to fight the Slime Gods. To craft the summoner for the Slime Gods, because I don't think there's any real way to summon them. And if there was, I'm not going to do it. Because I already have all the materials to craft the summoner. I'm going to craft the summoner. So I went to craft the summoner, and I already had this beautiful arena. So I said, fuck it, let's just do it now. Let's do it now. And we failed miserably. It did not go to plan at all. I tried again a few more times, and nothing was really working. I don't know. It felt like such a massive leap from the Deerclops to this. I ultimately came to the conclusion I needed better armor, and I was waiting to use the Knight's Edge because I know the Knight's Edge is OP and good. Now, I didn't want to use it till I really needed it. So I set out to make the Knight's Edge and to get molten armor. I think it's what it's called, Hellstone armor. Either way, I went to hell and I got some armor, made the armor, made the Knight's Edge. Turns out the Knight's Edge is doo-doo in Calamity mod. I don't know if that was an update in Terraria or if it's always been doo-doo in Terraria mod. I mean, I don't know if it's always been doo-doo in Calamity mod, but it is. It sucks. It's just a regular sword. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but what about the cool swooshing, swashing stuff that happens? There's no... It's just a sword. So, pretty much, I just decided that the best course of action is just to get good. So I got good, and I made a platform out of the old Eye of Cthulhu platform, which really wasn't good. I just made it longer, and we went at it again. And I tried, and I failed, and I tried again, and I think I failed again, and then I tried one more time, and I managed to beat him. And boy, oh my god, if only I had the live reaction. I was so happy to kill this guy. He was the bane of my existence for 3 hours trying to prep for this fight. But finally I killed him, and surprisingly every fight after I killed him, I won. We're not going to talk about that one time, but I completely destroyed him every time after. He drops a lot of gold, and I don't think he dropped anything good that I could use. So with the slime gods dead, there's only one thing left to do to beat pretty hard mode, and that's to kill the wall of flesh. To kill the wall of flesh, I don't know if you have to fight him in hell. I think it's just the easiest place to fight him, believe it or not. So I went back to hell looking for voodoo demons, and while looking for one, I was looting, mindlessly looting, as I do. And this happened. It happened twice. Actually, embarrassingly enough, it happened twice. And after that happened twice, I eventually came to the conclusion that I should just focus on the boss fight and stop looting. So I dug far enough right. I thought I dug far enough right. I summoned the boss. It did not end in my favor. I lost. So after that happened, I felt pretty miserable because I did not do much damage to this guy. But I did learn one thing, and that's bee-nades. Bee-nades go crazy. So I went to the queen bee and I killed her a ton of times. I forget how many because I just went mindless. I went crazy. I could have counted, but I'm too lazy to go count. So I'm just going to say I killed her a lot. I ended up getting 100 something. I have plenty of bee-nades. Now another part of my key plan is to make a giant straight pathway. That way it'd be easy to attack him, because jumping around and dodging lava plus jumping over cities, it's kind of hard. So I built a massive flat pathway so I could easily fight the wall of flesh. And I think I built it twice as far as I've ever been before. And it was, I'm not even gonna joke, it was not far enough at all. I don't think I even got him down to halfway. It was a terrible attempt. After that miserable attempt, I just decided that screw it. I'm just gonna make a pathway all the way to the end of the map. I ended up stopping right after I found this hell laboratory. I don't know. I wasn't concerned about this hell laboratory. I just wanted to kill the wall of flesh. So inevitably, I stopped right after that. It was pretty much at the end of the world. Come on, just give this one to me. Now the gut-wrenching moment comes up where I had to summon the wall of flesh, and I have died miserably every time. So my heart is racing. But I summon him, and oh my goodness, this fight took 7 minutes, and 7 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but for a Terraria boss, plus my heart was racing fast as fuck, it felt like way longer, to be fair. But pretty much the fight was straightforward. There wasn't anything too complicated I had to do. There were a few close calls, but as long as I kept running and I had plenty of path, I was gonna be good. And boy, I tell you, when I killed the wall of flesh, I screamed so loud. I wish I could show you. Maybe you can hear it muffled on my shitty mic that was actually recording. But oh, I was so happy. And this marks the end of pre-hard mode. I would just like to thank everyone for watching this far. And yeah, I'm going to keep up. I'm going to keep making more videos. And as always, I'll catch you guys later.